A warning from our Call 11 for Action team tonight about problematic and deceptive contractors. These bad actors are taking a lot of money from home and business owners in our area. Melissa Andrews has come face to face with several of them, and Mel, people need to be aware.
We come across calls about bad contractors constantly, and most of these cases could be avoided because people hire someone they haven't investigated thoroughly and they don't get their agreements in writing. Many contractors don't set out to scam you, but they also don't show up to the job when they say they will, dragging out jobs for months. We're bringing you a case in the next couple of weeks in which a woman's been without a toilet or shower for months because the contractor just pops in and out when he has the time. Sometimes they take insurance money and still don't finish the job. We're working on a case like this for next week. We see this so much, I went to the BBB about it. First, the state of Ohio requires something in writing, so don't try to go around that because it can be a lot more inconvenience and expense if the deal goes sideways.
Contractors and consumers sometimes feel like they can go around those in the hopes that it keeps costs down. The problem is when it goes bad, and it often does, not that people intended it to go that way, but it sometimes just does, then it's really hard to get a remedy. BBB certainly would not recommend you pay in cash ever.
Also, do not pay via Venmo, Cash App, or other apps. Here's some more information from the National Insurance Crime Bureau. Hire licensed contractors, not just acquaintances, and be sure to check their references. Are they insured? Get multiple quotes. Try to balance between affordability and quality. Hiring someone just because they give you the lowest quote could be a red flag about the quality of their work. And speaking of red flags, watch out for a contractor who's being evasive or tries to avoid contracts and written estimates. Always insist on a written contract dealing the scope of the work, the materials, the timeline, and a payment schedule that does not include large upfront payments. Review the contract carefully, ensuring that all terms and conditions are clearly outlined and agreed upon by both parties. And regularly communicate with the contractor and in writing, keeping a record of that communication when you pay and how. If you follow these guidelines, you may be able to avoid having to call me. If you have followed these steps and still need help, reach out to Call 11 for Action at 11investigates at WTOL.com. For Call 11 for Action, I'm Melissa Andrews.